Welcome back, guys. It's Eyecprofit, and today I'm going to be showing you what I've been doing for the past, I'll say like a month or so. I'm just gonna cut all the bullshit and we're just gonna get straight to like fucking work. Like, no, this is gonna be like a raw ass video of me explaining to you what I've been doing for the past month. So let's fucking get into this shit. So let me go ahead and go on that analytics and shit so motherfuckers don't think I'm like bullshitting. So you can see this month I started this about when I don't know the exact day. I think it was the 17th. Okay, the 17th. No, 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 no. Was it? Let's do some math here. 26. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. So I started on the 17th of July. I'm gonna get more in depth on like exactly what I'm doing, but let me break this down for you real quick. So on July 17th, I had the ads launch for about 12 a.m. and we ran the whole day. I got two orders. I'm not exactly sure if that was a bundle deal or if it was. I can check here for you. What's that day? 17th. Was that July 17th? Yep. Or let me see. Yeah, it was July 17th. So on July 17th, we had two people make orders. These are subscription based offers. So this is an MR list product. If you're not aware of what an MR list product is, it's essentially, I mean, MR itself means monthly recurring revenue. So it's essentially a subscription based offer. So all these customers, or 80% of them thus far, have purchased a product that falls under MR, monthly recurring revenue. And the reason I chose this product is I've seen this on PP ads. Like, don't sleep on fucking PP ads, bro. PP ads have some good shit. The one thing that I've had a problem with the whole ecom space is hold on, before I even get into that, let me show you. So I have this one. Next payout's like 116. I'm trying to build an email list, and around Black Friday, I'm really trying to like push for, like, I'm trying to get to like 500 to 1,000 subscriptions and retain those customers, of course. Like, I don't just want to, because people, they can cancel. People don't talk about that. When people talk about like MR list shit, I'm pretty sure you've seen like a whole boatload of that bullshit on YouTube. Don't get me wrong, it's good, bro, but they don't talk about like the actual shit of the business, if that makes sense. For example, like one of these customers could purchase this product, they get like a 20% discount on the offer that gives them a subscription. And then at the end of the month, or they could just cancel your shit and then they just ran off with like 20% off a product and you're not profiting much. So, like, the idea of MR sounds good, but the shit that comes behind it's a lot harder than what it sounds like on the front, like on the cover, if that makes sense. And that goes for everything, if that makes sense. But a lot of people, they don't perceive it like that. Like, I talk to a lot of different drop shippers, and me, a drop shipper myself, like for the short term to, brand off, like branch off into an actual brand. But I talk to drop shippers who specifically they stick to drop shipping and they see it as such a lazy way to make money. They don't put time into the business. They don't talk to their customers. They don't work in the back end. They don't work on emails. They don't work on SMS. They don't really care. It's like they want the pump and dump. They're just trying to reach the 1K days. They're in it for the numbers. They don't really care too much about their profit. Like, there's so much potential, but it's wasted. And for the longest time, I've seen these people hit these 1K days, these crazy fucking numbers. But then after like a month, you don't see them posting about that anymore. They'll just keep reposting the same fucking screenshots. It's so repetitive, and it's like, how do people not pick up on this shit? Well, how did you do it? Bro, let me buy your course. You have to make a course. That guy made 10K one day and then never made it again. And if he did, it was on a different store that also died out with a product that could have potentially made millions of dollars. And they don't ever even think twice about doing that because these people are playing a short-term dopamine game. They're not in it for the long term, if that makes sense. But besides that, I'm gonna show you. This is a client. So I was running low on funds whenever I was running the last product. So I was like, let me try to outsource. I'm gonna try to outsource this shit and just use someone for capital. I'll do everything for them. They just have to have the money. And I found someone like that or at least I thought I found someone like that for a good minute. And my skills, I've been improving my skills, or at least I like to think. Let's see here. Where did I run this? So the first day I launched this product, this is a whole different story. First day, this was fucking 3 days ago. So 3 days ago, I launched this product. First day where we hit 150. Second day, we were averaging close to like $100 a day. So for those 2 days, we came close to like $250, and I'm profitable on test. Not to just show you the numbers and stuff, but like this just to give you like a good idea. Like I have a decent idea of what I'm doing, if that makes sense. I might not be an expert. I'm far from it, far from an expert, but have like some sort of like an idea of what I'm doing, if that makes sense. And I truly believe this product could become a multi-million dollar brand. Like that's how I perceive these products. I want to sell this same product for 5 to 10 years and sell it and have these customers be worth something and actually talk to these customers. Like I have a plan to really like I have a board up here. I don't know if you can see it back here. I have a plan to talk and like actually call my customers, ask them what they want, what they're looking for, what are the problems, what what desire, like what pushed them to buy the product. What do they see? What's their end goal? What do they want to see out of this product? You see what I'm saying? I want to know who my customers are, how old they are. I already have locations because once they purchase, you have all that personal information which they entrusted you with. And again, a lot of people decide to just fuck their customers over, but that's besides the point. I just want I'm making this so that people watching that or like anyone who's out there watching this who wants to get in e-commerce has a better idea of what sort of e-commerce is, like what e-commerce is about. Davey Fogarty, Blake, he's like these people, e-com moves. Like I watch people like this because they have a really good like they know what the fuck they're doing. I like the long-term brand owners. They're in it for the win. They're not in it for the fucking the crumbs, the pump and dump bullshit. They care they actually care for the customers. They build something long term. Like how much do you think the Hoodie's worth right now? Like be realistic. Bleem, like all these brands that have been around for so long. They started as these dropshipping stores, of course, because it's just a fulfillment method. Dropshipping is not this whole facade of like money, cars, Lambos. Although you can achieve that amount of success, like what good does it do you if that's your only purpose? But this is like a wrap for this video. I don't really have much else to talk about. I'm just kind of showing you, giving you like a brief understanding. I'm gonna blur a lot of this shit out so you guys don't have to see it. I'm gonna disclose these brands whenever I'm at a point where I have like actual intellectual property and I own most of all my assets. Once I get to that point, then I can leak the product. Leak the product. But thank you guys for watching, man. Like and subscribe. I need to be more consistent on YouTube, man, but I'll be too fucking busy, dog. I'm gonna give you guys an update on all these brands. I'm really excited for where I can take all of this stuff. I'm looking forward to scaling the initial clients brand. And by the way, it is 100% mine. Both of these are 100% mine now. The client that I worked with for the store who was paying for the media buying assets, she ran out of capital and then it was a big mix up. And I was like, hey, I'll just take the brand and then we'll part our ways. I bought her out of the business pretty much. The initial contract was 30, 50%, 30, 70%. So this 230 is going to buy her out of the business. It's going to cover her expenses that she spent so far or thus far. And then it'll be 100% mine. I'll transfer full ownership to myself. And then from there, I'm going to really double down on this brand, to really put in the hard fucking work. And I know I'm going to enjoy the fruits of my labor, of course. Same thing for this brand, but I hope you guys got value out of this video. I know this wasn't really value packed. It was kind of like a mindset and kind of like my opinion on stupid shit. But thank you guys for watching, man. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.